Imitation is the highest form of flattery, but also imitations are not everyone's cup of tea. Jump cut. There are many reasons for purchasing and creating fakes. One of those reasons are when desirable items are not available in a certain country or an area, people of that area are going to attempt to make the product themselves. The other situation is that people want money. Don't we all? Weiss Schwarz has been steadily growing as a card game, especially in the West. There are a lot of things that people enjoy from the game, but the signed cards are the main selling point. We're gonna take a peek at 2 cards that have been floating around on the internet, specifically mercari, and these are fake Weiss Schwarz cards. Now, here is the disclaimer. I do not have these cards in my possession, and there are 2 reasons for that. One is that these are specifically only in Japan. These cards were found in the Japanese version of mercari. And second, I'm not spending that much money on a bootleg. Yes, this is a weird piece of Weiss Schwarz history, but I still gotta pay rent. So keep that in mind. I do not have these cards. We are merely going off what we are able to see from the images on the internet. And with that out of the way, let's look at the first fake Weiss Schwarz card. Believe it or not, this card is a fake. Here we have a vanilla Miku character card, which is a level 0 with 10k power. Obviously, this is fake. Obviously. Okay, as someone who's been playing Weiss Schwarz forever, this is obvious to me. It might not be obvious to newer players. So let's talk about this card. Right off the bat, the formatting is completely off. The bottom part where all the copyright information is, it's way too big. The font on the power level is also wrong. Also, 10k level 0s are not a thing. Get that origami out of here, please. Get that Gorilla Grodd out of here as well, that is banned. The foiling is also wrong. That is more of a super rare foiling and it does not appear to be textured. Also, if you look right over here, the signature is bleeding over the flavor text. Also, there is flavor text. Modern signed cards do not have flavor text, and if they did, they would not have a border because those are overframe rare formattings. And if you look at older sets such as Nisekoi, there's still no flavor text on the card. Now, some older sets do have flavor text on the cards, but that is like the first 3 years of Weiss Schwarz. Nisei Monogatari does not have text, but Zero no Tsukaima does. Alright, back to this card. This one is a little more for the real heads of Weiss Schwarz. This image is actually not a part of the main booster set of Quintessential Quintuplets. The source of this image is actually the 9th volume of Quintessential Quintuplets manga. The art that is used in the main booster set is anime art as well as some original anime art, and some manga art but not the manga covers. Now, a quick side about the back. Yes, the back is not a traditional Weiss Schwarz back, but if you look at the collaboration sets between Disney and Weiss Schwarz, those use different card backs. My rebuttal to that is, this isn't a Disney property. This is Quintessential Quintuplets. Again, that last one is a little too deep, but there we have the first fake Weiss Schwarz card. Now, we could laugh. We could have a goof and a gaff on this card because this is obviously wrong. Now, the next card is when things stop getting funny. Let's look at this Ruka SSP from Rent-A-Girlfriend. Twitter user, yeah, I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce this name. Notice that there were a lot of Ruka SSPs for sale on the Japanese edition of mercari. They did some detective work and the conclusion that they came up with was that those Ruka SSPs were fake. Here's a side-by-side comparison. The left card is the fake one and the right card is the real one. Now, when I saw the fake card, the only thing that I noted was the trait box. Now, I didn't know exactly what it was, but it felt off to me. It felt like the gold trimming on the trait boxes were a little too squished together. Now, I will go through each flaw right now. The color on the fake Weiss Schwarz card is less vibrant. This is noticeable on the face, the sweater, and the hairband. Another is actually the traits. The gold trimming is a little too muddled together. A less noticeable one is actually the stroke on the text. On the real card, there is a white stroke on the text to make it more legible, while the fake one, there is no stroke. And actually the effect formatting appears to be more of the typical double rare formatting. Now this one you might have missed, but the cost on the card is a little too high up. And the major one is actually the foiling of the card itself. The real one has a texture to the background, while the fake one does not. It appears to be more of a super rare foiling as opposed to the textured foiling that Weiss Schwarz uses for their high rarities. Alright, the back of the card is more subtle. Compared to the previous card that we looked at, this uses the actual card back. Again, the fake one is on the left and the real one is on the right. On the fake card, the Weiss Schwarz logo is actually missing the blue tint. Also, it's extremely subtle, but the extra details of the feathers are not as pronounced as on the real card. Yeah, as a Weiss Schwarz player, I'm typically not looking at the back of the cards that often, and honestly, whenever I'm playing, my cards are always in a sleeve, so I don't often see the back side of the card, and I didn't even notice there was a blue tint on the actual logo on the back of the cards. I never noticed that until I was writing the script for this video. Like, all right, it's there. So yeah, there's now fake Weiss Schwarz cards floating around. The one that's like a little iffy, that's fun to laugh at because it's very obvious. The last one is a little less funny. Again, these were found on Mercari in Japan, so we don't really have to worry about it here in the States, but there is a chance that they might be popping up here and there. Now, because these fakes have been covered in the Weiss Schwarz community, there is actually going to be a want for these cards. And hey, I'd be lying if I didn't say I want to get my hands on these cards. I'm not paying that SSP price for it though. Like I mentioned before, this is a weird piece of Weiss Schwarz history. Like, the game is finally big enough for fakes. Now that does make me wonder, what is our Black Lotus? Either way, be careful when you purchase cards on the internet. Always know what you're looking for. Purchase from known sellers and always ask for reference checks. Hopefully this video helped. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Weiss Schwarz news and content. Thank you to all of my supporters scrolling up over here. They're gonna buy me a fake Weiss Schwarz card. Let's be honest. That's where this ad revenue is going towards. Thanks again. Stay vigilant. Catch y'all on the next one.